templates that are there in the slide deck that is prepared by him. I'm just presenting whatever he has done in the past. And I would like to express my gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, because of which we are a big family. Anywhere we go in the world, we have some devotees chanting Hare Krishna. So we offer our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Before we begin, I want to hear three devotees. What is one thing that motivates you to attend book distribution seminar or to go out for book distribution, so that we have some idea. So three devotees, anybody can go ahead.
So we all know that we'll be happy in the association of devotees. So we know how beautiful it is to be Krishna conscious. So if we can give the same Krishna consciousness to everyone, the world, whole world become happy, beautiful. So
Beautiful. Thank you, Prabhu. It's so nice. Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yesterday, Mukundat Prabhu was saying, sense gratification for devotees is book distribution.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Prabhu. Amazing. This is our sense gratification.
In my case, I love more book distribution rather than Bhakti Utshav. I don't know.
His natural constitutional position, maybe from the past life, Prabhu is already carrying that samskara. Thank you so much for sharing. So, we call it Sankirtan Orientation Seminar, or SOS, because this is called emergency call for all of us, so that we can distribute the mission of Lord Chaitanya. There are many fire brigades, which are ready to prevent fires, but the biggest fire is the fire of ignorance. And this SOS call is by Lord Chaitanya. So he's calling all of us to go out and share the drops of mercy or the rains of mercy. We hear in our morning prayer, Samsara Dava Nalali Dhaluka Tranaya Karunya Ghana Ghanatva. The first prayer that we offer in gratitude to Guru, that this whole world is like burning fire. It's on fire. And nobody knows who has started this fire. It's like a forest fire. It just starts by itself. And the only solution for a forest fire is when clouds come. No fire brigade, no helicopters, nothing can stop it. I'm from California, so I see forest fires all the time. They can't do anything unless there is clouds of mercy, clouds of rain. So this book distribution is one of the means where we can share this mercy with the world which is going through this fire. So this is a big seminar. This is over 2 to 3 days, but I'm going to pick up few sections from this. We are going to cover how our disciplic succession or Guru Parampara, our Vaishnava Parampara, is based on book distribution from the beginning. And then we'll go through a sample template which we can utilize to share this book distribution, especially for Western audience. It can be used with anybody, but it is specially tailored for Western audience who are not aware about Vedic cultures. How does that sound?
Mic on?
Yeah, mic is not on.
It's not.
we'll check.
Yeah, we will see.
Is it
we'll
not
check.
required, right?
No, but in this.
लगाना नहीं for YouTube live.
Oh.
Mic is recorded.
Okay.
प्रभु जी ये जो box है वो
box के
लगाना नहीं है.
I think it is not set up
इसमें
basically.
Box is not set up.
हाँ.
I'll do. No, you continue.
Okay, so we'll start.
Oh, you need help? You need help? No.
So we'll cover our legacy, how we get this book distribution in our parampara. We'll cover the 4 laws of book distribution and how to distribute a Gita. We'll cover 3 of those in this. We won't cover everything. So, Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Reshitarine. So we can see Sampradaya means the complete gift. Pradaya means to give something, and Sampradaya means to give everything, the complete gift. So the complete gift is the gift of transcendental knowledge. So we see that starting from Lord Brahma, of course from Lord Krishna given to Lord Brahma, then Narad Muni, then all the way to Srila Prabhupada, they have been passed down transcendental knowledge. When 500 years ago, Bengal or all over India, people were in material, they were looking for material opulence rather than pure bhakti. Then Advaita Acharya prayed for an incarnation of Krishna to come down and share this pure devotional service. Then Mahaprabhu appears by Advaita Acharya's request. He gives two instructions. What are the two instructions? That chant Hare Krishna, and teach it to others. So what are the two instructions? One,
Chant Hare Krishna and teach it
to teach it to others. So that's it. That's very simple. Our process is very simple. Chant Hare Krishna and teach it to others. So marketplace of the holy name is now open. The whole world is our market. We can go anywhere and everywhere. Prabhupada said every town and village. And every town and village means in every language. If we want to distribute these books in every town and village, we want to do this in every language.
प्रभु जी ये इसके सामने रखो ना सब लोग देख पाए.
No, it is not sharing, bro.
Not on the phone. No.
Oh, that's what mother, they can listen.
No, you can share the slides because they can listen.
Yeah,
It's good
listening
if
is
they
more
see the
They can
important.
slides.
listen and they
Yeah,
can
they
see.
can watch the slides. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is better. They can see the slides.
प्रभु जी उसके ऊपर करो.
इसके ऊपर है तो इसको देखना पड़ेगा. दोनों नहीं कवर हुआ.
You don't have to have me do it. My audio is coming, so
Yeah.
that is good.
We'll see
You
if
have
we
to
can
give
cover
the height. Is
both.
that the maximum height, Prabhu? Is that the maximum height?
No, we'll wait. We'll do that.
Okay. So after Lord Chaitanya disappears, after few years, movement becomes hidden, and then Thakur Bhaktivinoda, 1891, which is few seconds back, Bhaktivinoda Thakur reopens marketplace. He figures out Chaitanya Charitamrita that this is the highest philosophy, but he is not able to find even one copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita in Bengal. He has to go to Orissa to get one copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And now, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, we have Chaitanya Charitamrita in every part of the world. We can just order them in so many languages. So at Surbhi Kunj, the marketplace of the holy name is again open. Thakur Bhaktivinoda has written so many songs. So he prayed for a ray of Vishnu to appear so that he can expand the movement of Lord Chaitanya. And that's when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur appears. He takes initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, who chanted pure holy names. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur spreads this all over the India. He has 64 mathas all over the India, and he even sent his disciples across the oceans. He sent them to UK, to Burma, and he gave these instructions to Srila Prabhupada: if you ever get money, print books. Prabhupada, I took up this from his mouth that he is very fond of books. Then Prabhupada went all over the world, marketplace spreads all over the world. So Srila Prabhupada made this flyer even before starting the translation of Srimad Bhagavatam. 60 volumes of elaborate English version by Tridandi Swami A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So this is called boldness. He is an ambassador of goodwill. He wants to spread the knowledge of God all over the world for scientific knowledge of God.
Can you put that light on?
Chaitanya Charitamrita. I want everyone to be immersed in this inundation of love of Godhead. This is from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada's plan. Prabhupada wrote this letter to Hridyanand Goswami. By printing books, we can actually inject our movement into the masses of people all over the world. Another letter. I like this idea of distributing books and preaching. That is Lord Chaitanya's plan. So now we see how book distribution has been in our movement from the very beginning. We are the sampradaya of the book. So what do you see in the hand of Lord Brahma? Anybody? What do you see in the hand of Lord Brahma? He is the initiator of our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Prayers.
Yeah, and then it's a book. So, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So it seems anachronistic because this is much before we had printing presses, but he has a book. in the beginning of the Sampradaya. What is Srila Vyasadeva holding in his hand?
भागवतम
Bhagavatam. So a book. Srila Madhvacharya, what is he holding? What is he posing with?
Books and
Books.
papers.
Srila Rupa Goswami, what did he write? Many texts, but then he wrote them. Literary contribution. Prabhupada said any renunciant, any sannyasi, his contribution to the world is in terms of literary contribution, written documents. Srila Sanatana Goswami, what is he holding in his hand? A book. 6 Goswamis, all of them are holding books. What is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur posing with? Books. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, books. Srila Prabhupada. So books is the foundation of our movement. Everywhere we see, in every picture there is a book. So how books change the world? The common sense, it's a flyer, it's a pamphlet that was written by Thomas Paine. It was sold, not distributed freely. It was sold in the American before the American Revolution happened in the colonies, and that's what led to the American Revolution. By reading this common sense. So by injecting books all over the world, we can bring this revolution in the world. So, does anybody have this book, The Origin of Species? Anybody who has it in his garage, in his car? Anybody has this book? But does anybody know this theory of evolution? Anybody knows? So you see, this is how the evolution is injected. We don't have the book, none of us. But because the books were distributed systematically and it comes in our education system, so the idea is already injected into the masses. So anybody who you ask, they already know the theory of evolution. From handwritten books to printing press. So this was the first press which was used to print Bibles. And what are books? Books are containers. What do they contain?
Knowledge.
They contain knowledge and they contain ideas. So they have idea seeds. There are books on finance, how to become rich, how to be a good gardener, how to take care of the kids nicely, how to take care of our spiritual life. All the books have some kind of idea seeds. So why do people write books? Because every living entity is open to suggestion. We are known as Tatastha. There's internal energy, there is external energy, and there's marginal energy. We are marginal. We are open to suggestion. We can either choose to be in Krishna consciousness or we can choose to be in Maya consciousness. So that's why these books are there. Because living entity is open to suggestion. Now somebody might say, oh, book distribution is really hard, but success is not a mystery, it's a recipe. Just like many Mataji prepare nice prasadam for us, they follow steps of recipe. So we have nice prasadam, nice bhoga recipe. Similarly for book distribution, there's a steps that we can follow and that way we can prepare a recipe nicely. So what is the foundation of a good recipe in book distribution? These 4 laws. So if you follow these 4 laws, you will be encouraged, enthusiastic to go out by yourself, and you will be happy with your experience. Because sometimes we get success, another times we get failure, but we are not doing books for the sake of success or failure. We are doing it to please our parampara, to please Krishna. Krishna sees our effort. So that let's go through the 4 laws of book distribution. Just like we have laws in physics, Newton's 3 laws. If you know that, you almost know all of physics. Here, if you know these 4 laws, you know book distribution. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Hari Bol. First law, your sadhana must be strong. We cannot give anything that we don't have. So only if we feel inspiration from our sadhana, from our chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, from reading Srila Prabhupada books, then when we feel enthusiastic, we feel happy, we can share it with others. So our sadhana must be strong. What does it mean? Prabhupada says this in different parts of these books. Strict, serious and sincere. We strictly follow we fulfill our quota of chanting. we are serious about it. We set up a time for this, and we sincerely try to do it, even if there are life quakes in our life, ups and downs. We sincerely try to fulfill our quota of chanting and reading on a regular basis. So when we do this on a regular basis, we get a taste out of it. Anybody has felt taste while chanting, where any day when you don't want to stop chanting? Anybody, anytime? May not be every day, but sometimes you would have felt, right, that experience. I just want to continue chanting. That's the taste, right? That comes by daily practice. Anybody have heard about law of large numbers? Law of large numbers. So this law says that the more times we do an experiment, the closer we come to the result. For example, if we flip out to be heads every time, so what's the probability? It's one. Probability is always heads, but real probability is half, 0.5. So that if we do it 1,000 times, then we will come closer to the result. Similarly, with chanting and reading, the more we do it, the more we come closer to its real result, which is getting taste from chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We don't need anything else. Simply by chanting, honoring Prasadam, reading Prabhupada books, and doing some service, living entity doesn't need anything else. It gives us complete satisfaction. Absorption leads to advancement. So we want to be absorbed when we are chanting. We want to be completely absorbed in the mantra. Living entity is like a sponge. Whatever we put liquid, it absorbs it. Even if we go outside, we absorb the vibrations from the outside world. We are porous, actually. So we pick up the vibrations. If we go to a mall, if we go to busy city, we pick up the mode of passion. If somebody is in the discotheque where people are taking intoxication, we get that mode of ignorance. And if we are going to nature, national parks, we pick up the mode of goodness. So naturally, it rubs onto us. Similarly, when we are with devotees, we pick up this mode of pure goodness, of unconditional service to Krishna. So then, when we have the overflow, we feel really absorbed, we feel happy, ecstatic, then we can go out and distribute the overflow. That's what Sankirtan movement is about. Mayapur is known as Odharya Dham. Vrindavan is known as Madhurya Dham, sweet. And Mayapur is known as Odharya. It's overflowing sweetness. It's so much sweetness it cannot hold. We need to go out and share. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first he was doing the nocturnal kirtans inside Shiva's Angan, and then they had to go out, because they had to go out and share the overflow with others. So that's what we do with our book distribution. Our day starts the night before. Go to bed early if you want to chant your rounds nicely. Japa circle, this is recommended before we go out on book distribution. Devotees come together and chant together. Make Japa great again. Vaisheshika Maharaj does this every Saturday morning, 6:15 to 7:15, before we have Bhagavatam class. So win with the basics. So read a chapter of Bhagavad Gita every day. That's what Srila Prabhupada recommended many times. Small victories add up. So some people may say, one chapter of Bhagavad Gita, how is it going to make any difference? But small things actually add up. So Srila, this is a letter to Upendra. Please encourage others to read this Bhagavad Gita at least one chapter a day. Bhagavad Gita as it is should be read by all of my students at least one chapter per day. So you can read, this is a website called readchatteraday.com, readchat.com. This is by His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu. And you have these different chapters that you can read every day. For example, right now chapter 9 is going on. They read it for few months. Every day the same chapter. When we repeat it, it starts sinking in our memory. It goes deep into our heart. And then you can read one purport a day. So you read the entire chapter in 34 days and you can start over. This is an app. It's available on Play Store and Apple Store. It's BSH page by page. So here you can write down how many pages you want to read every day. So you can finish all Prabhupada books in a certain amount of time. Second law is you must get books. So you can't distribute books that you don't have. So I was very happy to see Sevanand Prabhu's basement. It's full of books. So it is proven in Stanford University that we cannot distribute books that we don't have. So always keep books in your car. We have a trunk. Always keep one small box where there are books, small books, some Bhagavad Gitas, if possible a Bhagavatam. We never know when we will meet the right person to give a book. I go all the time to gas stations. I always take a book with me, and we meet people from all over the world. I met a person from Middle East. He was interested in Arabic Bhagavad Gita. He got an Arabic Bhagavad Gita. You never know whom you are going to meet. Get books. So this is in ISKCON of Silicon Valley. We have many pallets of Bhagavad Gita. We can take according to our inventory. Get them in all languages. Use language cards. So if you have audience from different languages, there is a language card in all the different languages: Spanish, Russian, Chinese, Vietnamese. So you can download it and then you can use it to, even if you don't know the language, you can just show the card and then give the book. It works all the time. Law 3, the more you show, the more you sell. As Sivanand Prabhu was saying, that you go to the festivals, you go to the Indian temples, you go to the Indian stores. So the more you show, the more you sell. That's the same principle. So this is during the pandemic. Even pandemic, going out, distributing books. This is Arabic Bhagavad Gita. His Holiness Devamrit Maharaj in airport, setting up a table. And this is in a park. This is in South America. And this is myself and Srivas Pandit Prabhu. We are out near a beach, Capitola Beach, setting up a table for book distribution. This is in London. This is Little Free Library. People pick up books from Little Free Libraries. You can keep books there. Door to door. This is again on the beach with Harinam and book distribution. These are festivals. There are so many festivals happening. Art and wine festivals, carnival festivals. So look for those in the weekend events. In Bay Area there are events, and every place there are some events. There's some guides where you can go and set up a table. Some of them will just let you set up the table. For others you might need a permit, but they are supposed to have a free speech area. If they don't allow you to set up on the event, we do it outside the event, where people go and enter into the event. So these are the places where we can set up a table. Mataji was asking where all we can go. Fourth law is you must organize. So yes, we can have strong sadhana, we can keep books and we can show them, but at the same time we need to be organized. We need to have a record, how many books were distributed, how many sets were sold, how we can improvise. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Seventh purpose of ISKCON. We have 7 purposes of ISKCON written by Srila Prabhupada when he started the ISKCON society in 1960s. Can anybody volunteer to read the 7th purpose? Yes.
With a view towards achieving aforementioned purposes, to publish and distribute periodicals, magazines, books and other writings.
Yeah, so Prabhupada has many purposes. For example, to establish Varnashram Dharma, to establish a society centered around Krishna, to establish farms, to establish temples. And all those purposes can be fulfilled by publishing and distributing magazines, books and periodicals and other writings. So book distribution is the tip of the spear, a spear which is used during battle to attack the enemy. So the tip of the spear is book distribution. The way we get our contacts with the people is through book distribution, and then they can come into the community. They can be cultivated through different programs. There can be outreach for Western audience, Indian audience, kids programs. There's so many ways we can cultivate them. Food for life. So there are different people of different inclinations, but the book distribution could be a tip where we actually get the contact of a person, get them interested. Create an event calendar. So in the beginning of the year, just look for those big events which we don't want to miss, and block them. Goals are potent. It's also recommended to set goals. In ISKCON of Silicon Valley, where I come from, we set the goals in the beginning of the year. So we have a meeting for Sankirtan, where all the Sankirtan devotees sit together and they decide the goals. They present what happened last year. It's a retro. We do a retrospection, and then we set up the goals for the next year. So it gives a challenge for the Sankirtan devotees to go out and meet a fresh challenge. Increase their book distribution. Unless we measure it, we cannot improve. Peter Drucker, a famous person who is a motivational speaker, he says, whatever is measured can be improved. So it's important to measure, set goals, manage inventory and finances. This is important. Build a follow-up strategy. Just like Sivanand Prabhu was saying, showing me nice bookmarks, cards. So we have a way where people can come and join us. We also have online programs in ISKCON of Silicon Valley for Western audience, so that they don't have to come to a space. They don't have to get a culture shock. If they come to a temple, it might be too much of a jump for them. So we have online Zoom classes. And then there could be one home program, which is specifically for them, so that they feel comfortable. And these are different ways. School of Bhakti is in UK, Studio 108 Bhakti communities from ISKCON of Silicon Valley. These are the different approaches to follow up with people. And we have seen in our community, some people got books during the pandemic, and then they started joining online Bhakti community. And when the pandemic was closed, they started chanting during the programs during the pandemic, and they started coming to the temple. Now they are distributing books. They are aspiring for initiation. Of course, those souls are rare. It's not easy to find them, but Krishna says this, Manushyanam sahasrechu kaschit yatati siddhaya yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam viti tathuta. So Krishna has already given us the expectation, the ratio. Out of thousands of men, one person will come to take up the book. And out of thousands of people who come, who take the book, one person will become serious and take up the process. But we should be glad and happy to find that one soul, one rare soul. Srila Prabhupada said, Srila Prabhupada quoted Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He said, I would consider my movement to be successful if I can make one person Krishna conscious in this life. So if we can just get one person, our life is successful. What to speak of more? And Lord Chaitanya is there to give us more mercy. But we should be grateful. Okay, this one. Team spirit, one of the blockers to the success of a community is to seek credit. One of the US statesmen said, we don't know how much progress we can make if we do not seek credit, if we do not see who gets the credit. So if we are one for all and all for one, we are working as a team. We don't care who gets the credit, but we see that the Prabhupada's books are going out. People are coming to the programs. They are taking initiation. They are taking up the process sincerely. We don't care who gets the credit. Let me become servant of the servant. Let me become servant of the servant 1,000,000 times removed. That expands our book distribution and outreach like anything. What gets measured gets improved. Analyze and report the scores. So if we are reporting our scores regularly, we can analyze them over the years. What's the trend? Just like we do in our companies all this time. So same principles can be applied in this. So our movement is a business. It's called our family business. So Vaisheshika Maharaj has written a book. Our business is the best business because we have a real product which is going to change the lives of the people. Other products, they will temporarily help people, but ultimately it will go away. But Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam is going to eternally help the people. So we have the real business. We have the real product. So we should use all these technologies, AI, statistics, everything, all software, everything should be utilized. This microphone, YouTube Live, everything should be utilized to expand the Sankirtan movement. Some innovations that work flat out. Bhadra Purnima, Sivanand Prabhu said he already doing it because it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, If on the full moon day of the month of Bhadra one places Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne and gives it as a gift, he will attain the supreme transcendental destination. So we can raise funds for sponsorships, and we can encourage people to take up the Srimad Bhagavatam set. This is some numbers from 2022. 45,880 Bhagavatam sets distributed all over the world. In North America, 5,580. So it is possible to distribute books in large quantities if we work as a team, global team. Srimad Bhagavatam, we have a goal of 100,000 Srimad Bhagavatams by next year. So you can be part of this movement. Everybody doing little bit, we can meet that goal. 2026. Festivals and events. Mortal Gita is another way by which we can distribute books. Corporate Sankirtan, going out in our even companies. We have some places where we can request them for sponsorships. I know in Silicon Valley there's a company called Salesforce. So they give volunteer hours to their employees. So there are two innovative employees, they are devotees. They get the books from the temple to the Salesforce office, and they organize a volunteering event. And these employees, they pack the Bhagavad Gita along with Science of Self-Realization and Higher Taste. It's called a stack, Bhakta stack. They wrap it around with a ribbon and put a temple card or a Bhakti community card. So they are doing it as a volunteering, and we get packed sets back from the company to the temple. So there are so many ways we can utilize corporate volunteering hours, and sometimes companies give money just for donation. For example, Google has this program of Giving Tuesday. During the Thanksgiving week, they have Giving Tuesday. So they give $400 to every employee just to donate to any program. So you can look for these avenues and get donations, sponsorships, so we can distribute books more freely. Kids Sankirtan is huge. Kids, when they go out, when people hear from kids, actually they really want to listen philosophy from kids, especially Indians and anybody, even Westerners. We hold this Sankirtan, it's called Harinam. Once a month we go out to Palo Alto downtown and we hold Kirtan. It's like a mini festival. We have a book table, we have prasadam going on, and there are kids who are giving books to people. And people just love to get books from kids, and they make a donation, they get a temple card. And kids, when they're growing up, when they're talking to people, they become street smart. They are no longer hesitant. So it even helps them in building their character. Also, they learn how to handle failures in their life. When people reject them, they don't. Of course, they feel bad for a little while, but they know how to handle a failure. They actually grow up. This is not taught in any school. Even in management schools, they don't teach you how to handle failures. So kids learn this even while growing up. So they become very strong. Their character becomes very strong. Sell in bunches like bananas. So, this is a nice strategy. We always pack up books together. There's a Saptrishi set, if you can see in this picture. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Book, Nectar of Devotion, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Bhagavatam 1.1, Journey of Self-Discovery, Self-Realization. So you can nicely pack them and just share it. And people love to get bunches, they love to bundles, buy bundles. So we have this one, and then we have a Bhakta stack where this Bhagavad Gita, Higher Taste, Science of Self-Realization. Gita Jayanti fundraising. We'll skip that for time. Success principles. Okay. How to organize MSF. Let me just go down here. So you are already doing this. Sivanand Prabhu said we are going once a month, right, Prabhu? Monthly Sankirtan Festival. We can discuss this later. I will go to the presentation. Actually, we can go through it. Let me slideshow. How do I go back to the full slide? How do I change the view presentation?
Just go back. Back is not going to go.
Full screen.
Slideshow. On the
Okay. Okay, we'll just cover it quickly. Yeah, I think these principles are important if we can cover it. Touch the pavement. So it's not important how many books we do, it's important to go out and touch the pavement. If you just go out and touch the pavement, your book distribution, you're done for the day. Anything after that is a bonus. So we should set a low bar on this, because just going out of the house, going out for distribution, that itself needs a lot of courage and time commitment. So we should appreciate it. Just touch the pavement. Anything else we do is extra, is bonus. What is our prime objective? Leave everyone with a good impression. We are not there to distribute books. We are not there to sell books. Of course, we want to share books, distribute them, but our prime objective is to leave everyone with a good impression, even if they don't take a book. Preaching means giving. So we are there, we are in the business of serving. Treat people with respect. Even if they are condescending, they have some, they don't believe in what we believe, we should treat them with respect. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorivaseshuna, amanina mandena, kirtaniya sadahari. So we get to learn this in practice on book distribution. How to give respect to people who do not respect us. That's what book distribution teaches us. Offer kind words. Practice reflective listening. People say, oh, this is my understanding. Is this Hinduism? What do you mean by Hinduism? Or this is what I understand by reincarnation. We can say, if I understand you correctly, you mean this and that. So reflect upon what they are saying. Don't be condescending. Many times we go on book distribution in colleges, they say that you can do this unless, you don't shout at people and make them feel bad. There are many other groups who do that. We are not in that business, in shouting on people or telling them that you are going to hell. That's not our business. Make people feel special. So we should see every soul. They have a sign on their neck. Make me feel special. It's an invisible sign, right? So we should give them compliments, make them feel special. Flatter. It could be genuine also, because people are trying to be something. For example, the way they are posing, the way they have their hairstyle. So we can appreciate, because it's a living entity's desire to be like somebody and something, and it needs some effort. So we can just appreciate them at whatever level they are. It's genuine. But then we can also share something more. So it should be genuine. Express gratitude. Our motto, always better service, ABS. So another thing that people have this, oh, how can I go out? I don't feel like, my mind says that I don't feel like going out. So we should just be an instrument. So Vaisheshika Maharaj gives that in the back of our head, under our shikha, there is a switch. This switch means I am the doer. We should flip that switch before going out on book distribution. I am an instrument. I'm a robo. Now Krishna will use me. I don't have any free will. I just go out, I present the books. I don't care whatever result I get from that, because I am just an instrument. Krishna wants me to go out, present a book. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care how people react to me, if they respect me or not, but I want to leave them with a good impression. So be Krishna's instruments. Remain humble and hungry. So why we go out? For self-purification. Not for selling books, not for getting huge scores. We go out for self-purification. That's the main reason. I save one soul at a time, starting with myself. So always remember that I need more than anybody else. I need this more than anybody else. pick the ripe fruits. So now we are getting into actual book distribution. Look for people who are ripe, who wave at you, who smile at you, and don't go for unripe fruits. There are people who are unripe, who are in an argumentative mood. Don't spend your energy on them. We can always use our time in a better way. So this will save us a lot of time. So this is like Vaman Dev, start small and grow. That's what Vaman is. 20% 80% we use the core, whatever is working already, we go at the same places and keep 20% time to explore different avenues. For example, I know there is a Discovery Space Museum here. So try to go and set up a table there. Someday out of your weekends, go there and try to explore it. And different place, go for a farmer market, just see how it goes, what's the response. Go for some festival, art and wine or somebody. You can also explore nearby where you have to drive a little bit. So explore. Unless we explore, we won't get new avenues. So we need both, core and explore, Pareto principle. A lot of people each doing a little bit. So our success can come from a lot of people each doing a little bit. And it's not that everybody has to just distribute books. There's something for everybody. Somebody can cook, somebody can organize, somebody can get the books, somebody can pack them. Some people can just find the spots. There's so much we need for book distribution. It's not just going out on the field. There's so much background that is required before and after. Keep the bar low to start for anybody to come in. We don't have any expectations how many books you will distribute. Important thing is that you come and join. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in this song, Radha Krishna Bol Bol, he says that Radha Krishna Bolo Sange Cholo, E Matra Bikha Jai. Please chant the name of Radha and Krishna and please come along with us. That's the only alms I beg from you. So that's all we beg from people. Please chant Hare Krishna and come along with us. Anything above that is a bonus. Sankirtan is fun and easy. So there is so much service. We need Sankirtan leaders, we need team leads, we need book distributors, we need Kirtan leaders, we need drivers, book room manager, accountant. So much service. Prashadam team, the most important team. I like that the best because I like Prashadam. Sample MSF. So this is a sample MSF. We do a morning program of chanting and hearing. Then we have a breakfast just like we had in this morning at Lalitangi Radha Mataji's house in Sevan Prabhu's home. And then we do Sankirtan training. We go for outing. And then during lunch we share our stories. So this can be organized on a regular basis. Morning program, training session, Sankirtan spots, organize your books, assign spots before going out. We can have multiple teams, assign easy spots to beginners, pair up new and experienced devotees. Before you go out, you can make a sankalpa that we are going out for the pleasure of Krishna and we want to distribute these many books. You can set a goal and then it's up to Krishna to fulfill it. We set a sankalpa from our side. It's a spiritual desire. Krishna, I want to distribute 10 Bhagavad Gita as a team. Please help us. Then you will see Krishna will send people who want Bhagavad Gita from you. We just want to express this desire to Krishna. Keep initial MSFs short and sweet, so that people can come for it. More people can join. And then this is our famous time. Every MSF at the end, we share the results with Srila Prabhupada and the community. How many books were distributed, how many people came for the follow-up programs. So have a designated person manage the accounts. WhatsApp group to broadcast good news. Any pictures from the Sankirtan you can share there, any stories. These are the different tools, book bags. It's good to have some book bags if we are walking around. Kirtan instruments, sound system, credit card machine, or now we have on the phone itself we have the square. You can just tap it. Nice signage, display tables and racks. I think you already know this part too, how to distribute to Indians.
No, you can still tell Prabhuji.
Okay, so this is one strategy that you may try, because Indians are already familiar with Bhagavad Gita. If you offer them a book, they might feel offended, because we are trying to teach them something that they already know. So don't hand them anything. Just make friends. Ask them where are they from. Appreciate their place. Whichever place they are coming from. For example, southern India, we have so many acharyas: Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Sant Tukaram. So every state has some kind of saint. We can appreciate them from where they are coming. Ask where they are from, and we can tell them, "You know better than me." Please repeat after me. You know better than me. Again. You know better than me. Once more. You know better than me.
You know better than me.
So, what do they know better than me? Read this.
Word
To-
solved can only be solved from spiritual level.
And we distribute these multiple languages and avenues. Hotels, hospitals, hostels, schools, we distribute Bhagavad Gitas. Best knowledge, non-sectarian knowledge comes from Bhagavad Gita. So we are doing a fundraiser. We are not here to give you books. We are doing a fundraiser. We just ask for money. Please say. We just ask for money for Indians. After they donate, then you can give book as a gift. So they would appreciate it, because now they can either gift it to somebody, or they can keep for themselves. So this is a way how we can distribute to Indian audience. Now this one is what I was going to talk about for Western outreach. This is distributing Bhagavad Gita on its own merit. Can I have a copy of Bhagavad Gita? So our
On the top.
yeah, Bhagavad Gita is so nicely designed that we don't need anything besides this Bhagavad Gita. It has everything. We can sell it on its own merit. So these are the 8 principles. We have these cards. Yeah, Prabhu has these cards. You can pass it around, Prabhu. Everybody can have one. So this flyer has all these 8 steps. We are going to go over these 8 steps, how to distribute a Bhagavad Gita, and then we'll do a demo, and then we'll do an exercise amongst us. So we distribute a Bhagavad Gita. How does that sound to everybody? Very well. Okay. So if everybody has a card. So first step is radar. You have seen policemen shooting with the radar. What do they get? They get the reading. Speed, right?
Backside.
So yeah, on the back side, there all 8 steps are there. So we have our radar here. Krishna has given us this radar. This has 5 fingers. We raise this and we say, "Hi." Hi.
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 So you are getting a reading back. This is radar. And then this is hand power. And then, so we know based on the response of that person, how happily he's responding back to you or not. So you know which is the right fruit. So when we go to a garden, do we go for ripe fruits or unripe fruits?
Right.
Or we go for the green ones, which are very difficult to break. We break the entire bark along with it. Do we go do that, or we just go for the ripe ones? Ripe ones. So similarly, we just go for ripe people. We don't want to spend time on unripe. Qualify. So give them a reason why we are handing them a book. Ask them, where are they from? I'm from California. Where are you from?
Charlotte.
North Carolina. Whoa, I love North Carolina. All the happy people in the world come from North Carolina. Here for you. Books on yoga and meditation that shows you how to get free from stress. So trust the hand. So when they accept your compliment, then they will just hand them the book and they will show their hand. Trust the hand and tell them the mantra. Books on yoga and meditation that show you how to get free from stress. So we have already qualified them. Why we are giving them the book? We have to ask them a qualifying question. Oh, you are from North Carolina. That's why I'm giving you the book. Or You look spiritual. What's your secret? So we have to give them a reason to give the book. Otherwise, they will think, why are you handing me the book? So that's called qualifying. You have heard of stress before, right? But you don't look stressful, you look so happy. What's your secret? So repeat after me.
What's your secret?
What's your secret? You can tell to the person next to you. What's your secret? What's your secret? This, if you don't remember anything else from this seminar, just remember this.
What's your secret?
Go out and talk to people. What's your secret? You look spiritual. What's your secret? Just tell this, and they will give you a Bhagavatam class. You can just sit and listen, and at the end of Bhagavatam, you can give them a Bhagavad Gita. They will be happy to receive it and give a donation. Take the book back and tell them about the book. Now, this book has everything that we need. This book is read by Gandhi, Emerson, Thoreau, Martin Luther King Jr., Albert Einstein, Tupac. They all have read this. And then we open a book. Can you read this for me? We show them the Sanskrit. And then they say, oh no, I can't read it. So I was just testing you. So this book has been translated in English over 400 times, but this is the most popular translation. So you can see at the beginning of this book, there are testimonials by different universities. So University of Southern California, USC, very famous university. There is Georgetown, University of Chicago. You can tell them the endorsements that this is one of the most popular translations of the Sanskrit. And then we have this changing body picture, if you see. Yeah. See, we are just passing through. Where are you in all this? Sridhar, Shrikant Prabhu, where are you in all this? In the middle, yes. You have the book also. Okay. So we are just passing through. We are human beings going through we are spiritual beings going through a human experience. And then there are other pictures in this book. Yeah. This book shows that how to see everybody with a spiritual side. There's a spiritual essence in everybody, even in an elephant, in a dog, in a cow, in a dog eater. So this book teaches us how to see spiritual essence in every person, in every being, and respect them. A self-realized person treats everyone with respect because he or she sees God or spirit within everyone's heart. You have heard of karma, right?
Yes.
What does it mean to you? Anybody would like to say?
What goes around comes around.
I love the way you put things. If you have more people who thought like you, world would be such a better place to live in. Whoa! So you have to do this with a lot of enthusiasm. Whoa! What a great explanation. If more people in the world thought like you, the world would be a better place to live in. Okay, now you try.
Wow!
Whoa!
What a
What a great explanation.
More people
If
thought
more
like
people
you,
in the
more
world
people thought like you, the world would be a better place to live.
Now with more enthusiasm.
Wow!
What a
great
explanation.
If
More
More people thought like you, the world would be
like
a
you,
better place to live.
Perfect. Very nice. Very nice. So that's why we have those cards. You can just use those cards. All the formulas are there, just like a square plus b square plus 2ab. Everything is there in that. So then we show the picture of this yogi who is meditating in the book. So we can ask this question: what do you do professionally? They will say, I'm a civil engineer, I'm a Sunday school teacher, or I'm a dancer. Really, this guy used to be a civil engineer. This guy used to be a Sunday school teacher. This guy used to be a dancer. And that person will say, really? No, I was just kidding. And that's when we hand the book back to the person. We don't sell it like a bookstore. We just ask for a donation. So make it fun. the presentation of book, make it fun. We didn't use anything besides the Bhagavad Gita. Everything is there in this Bhagavad Gita. Hand the book back and say, please read this together. We don't need the money. The only reason we ask is that it's an ancient tradition. When you give something in return for spiritual knowledge, it connects you to the previous teachers who have passed it down over many generations and allows you to enter deeply within the knowledge. Okay, again. We don't need the money. The only reason we ask is that it's an ancient tradition. When you give something in return for spiritual knowledge, it connects you to the previous teachers who have passed it down over many generations and allows you to enter deeply within the knowledge. And people appreciate this when you say this. That's why we are asking. Krishna says in the end of the Bhagavad Gita, don't give this knowledge to people who are not devotional, who are not austere, who are not faithful. So when they are giving even a penny or some part of their hard-earned money, it shows their austerity. It qualifies them to enter the knowledge. We cannot buy Bhagavad Gita by giving the entire wealth of the world. Whatever austerity they are ready to do, that's their qualification to enter into the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. That qualifies them. Then people might ask, oh, how much does it cost? So we can put a price. It costs this much to print and ship. For example, $10 for this book to print and ship. Anything you give over that is a donation. So these are few comebacks. People may say, oh, I already know all this. Then you can say, what do you say?
That's great. I could tell by looking at you.
Yes. I am a Christian.
Oh, great. Then I'll show you this one.
Okay, you can pick up another book, any book you can. This is for Christians. And Prabhupada actually glorifies Jesus so many times. Even in Science of Self-Realization, there is an article, Krishna and Christ, the name is the same. You shall not kill. So you can say, yeah, our teacher glorifies Jesus, and this book tells you arguments against atheism. So we are on the same side. So this is for you.
Prabhu, can you please go previous one?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
This is just to accept their objection. We don't want to reject the objection. We want to always give them a compliment. So that's great, I could tell by looking at you. Okay. Are you selling this? Okay, all of you can read. Once more. Nice. How much should I donate?
We try to keep it under $100. But in your case, we are thinking about making an exception.
Now with more gusto, everybody together.
We try to keep it $100. In your case, we are thinking about making an exception.
Perfect. So after they give a donation, we tell them the Mahamantra. So we ask them, do you believe in the power of prayer? And many people will say yes. So you tell them, repeat after me. They do the Mahamantra. And if they say no, okay, I will teach you a mantra. And then you still do the same thing. Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then if you have some lollipops, some cookies, you can give them as a prasadam to end the exchange and get their contact information for follow-up. And we always thank them for their valuable time. Thank you for taking your valuable time. It's been a pleasure meeting you. The more we do it from our heart, the more other person will feel, because we are sentient beings. It's not just about the lines. They have to come from your heart. We have to feel it, that it's really special. Every person we are meeting on Sankirtan is special because they are giving valuable time of their human life. Every moment of time that a living being has is so valuable. So I'm very grateful to all of you. You are giving me so much of your time. So thank you so much. So Chanakya Pandit says that one moment of time cannot be repaid even if you give the entire wealth of the world. So how much we should be grateful for these living beings for giving their valuable time. So the more we feel it, the more we can say these lines from our heart, and they will feel it. They will really feel it. Our prime directive, everybody together. What is our prime directive? Do we go out to sell books?
No.
Do we go out to get the highest score, become the biggest book distributor?
No.
Okay. What is our goal? What is our prime directive?
Good impression.
Leave everyone with a good impression. It goes a long way. When people know they have a good feeling about our movement, they will share it with others. And if they have a bad experience, that will go much faster in their friend circle. So that's all we have. Now we can do a demo. Maybe I need one volunteer so we can go over this same script, and then we can divide devotees in pairs so you can do it with yourself. Is that all right? Okay. So first I will show how I distribute this book following the script. I need one volunteer, and then we can divide everybody in two, so you can try between each other. Is that all right?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Okay. One volunteer. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, watch out the water.
Yeah, water. Stand this way, Prabhu. There, from the like side. Yeah. Now we can see.
I need some space. Can we go here too? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will hold the book. So I'm standing on a book table, and we should stand cool like a cucumber. We don't have anything in my hand. I have book under my arm. So I'm looking for people walking around. And what's your name? Satya. Satya is passing on. Hi.
Hi.
I like your glasses.
Thank you.
You look very peaceful. What's your secret?
No secrets.
I could feel that you don't have any secrets. That's why you look so peaceful. Here, for you, books on yoga and meditation that shows you how to get free from stress. Have you heard of stress before?
Lot many times. Yeah.
Wow. You don't look stressful though. Okay, let me show you real quick. You hold it. So this is read by Gandhi, Emerson, Thoreau, Martin Luther King Jr., Albert Einstein, Tupac. You have heard of them, right?
Yes.
So we want to add you in the same list. Yeah. Could you read this for me?
Here.
You have to say no.
I'm not able to read it.
Yeah. Sorry, because most of the people won't know Sanskrit. So I was just testing you. Actually, this book has been translated more than 400 times, actually 1,000 times. And this is the most popular translation. You can see University of Southern California, University of Chicago, Georgetown University, they all recommend this translation. Right. So here I will give you a nutshell presentation. See, we are all just passing through. You can show to others. We are just passing through. Where do you see yourself in all this?
Yeah, I see here.
Yeah. So see, life goes real quick. We should make the best use of this time while we have it. Have you heard of karma?
A bit.
Bit. What does it mean to you?
Whatever we do, it will come back.
Perfect. So here, this book shows that generosity breeds generosity, violence breeds violence. And what do you do professionally?
Yeah, I'm a software engineer.
You must be kidding me. This person was a software engineer. I'm just kidding. So, Satya, this book is for you. We don't sell it like a bookstore. We only ask for a donation. We don't need the money. The reason we ask for a donation because it's an ancient tradition. When you give something for spiritual knowledge, it connects you to the previous teachers who have passed this knowledge over so many generations, and it gives you the credit to go deeper into the knowledge.
Oh, really? Yeah. Definitely I will do that.
Have make a donation. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Do you believe in the power of prayer?
I really believe in power of prayer.
Okay, I will teach you a mantra. You can repeat after me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare.
You are so natural. Satya, can I have your contact so that we can invite you for our programs? Sure. So I will take your contact. Thank you so much. It's an honor to meet you. You made my day. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
No, donator.
That's a donation. Yeah, we can take cards as a donation in houses. Okay, so,
That includes house key also.
yeah. So we can. Anybody has any questions? We can take questions for a few minutes. Yes.
Yeah, what does that endorsement mean, Prabhu, from other universities?
Yeah, so actually Prabhupada's book has been endorsed by many people. And this Bhagavad Gita, if you read, there are professors from many universities who recommend this translation. Because Bhagavad Gita has thousands of translations. But because Prabhupada, the way he translates it, word to word, there are not many translations. They don't even have purports. Maybe just the translations. They don't even have the Roman transliteration. This Bhagavad Gita is really special. We have the original Sanskrit. We have the Roman transliteration. Nobody needs to know Sanskrit. Then we have word to word. So it's so authentic. That's why these universities, if you see the first page of the Bhagavad Gita, they have recommended this. They're professors.
So
you can.
professors are recommended.
They are professors from this particular school. They have recommended this. Any other question?
So you said 400 times. You mean 400 different people trying to translate in different languages?
Yes. So if you go out on Amazon or to a bookstore, you will find 400 plus translations of Bhagavad Gita by different authors or publications. Actually there are in thousands now. Everybody wants to utilize Krishna's words for the business. Because Bhagavad Gita is popular, they want to translate it. Even if they don't know what it means, they just know Sanskrit, they try to screw out some meaning. So many people have given translations on Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so when we say yoga and meditation, their understanding is completely different,
Yes.
right? There's a huge gap.
Yes.
So, and when they open the book, there's no physical aspect, right?
Yes. So if I understand you right, you are saying we presented the books like a yoga and meditation book which helps you get free from stress. But when they open the book, there is no postures.
Right, asana.
There's no asanas.
Asana, yes.
Yeah, that's right. At the same time, Bhagavad Gita is yoga book. There is asanas in 6th chapter. If you see in chapter 6 is Dhyan Yoga. But it has much more than yoga and meditation. 6th chapter is specifically on yoga and meditation, about sitting not too high, not too low, then focusing on the nostril, then doing pranayam, the Ashtanga yoga process. But Bhagavad Gita has much more. It has the yoga, different levels of yoga, karma yoga. Of course, not just related to the body. We call it yoga of duty, yoga of meditation, which is 6th chapter, and yoga of devotion, which is 12th chapter. So it's more complete.
So yoga of duty.
Yoga of duty is karma yoga.
Yeah.
Yoga of duty. And yoga of meditation is 6th chapter. Yeah, Dhyan yoga. And then we have yoga of knowledge, which is we have yoga of devotion, we have yoga of knowledge. And the first chapter itself is yoga of despair. Every chapter of Bhagavad Gita is a yoga. What does yoga mean?
Connection.
Yoga means to connect with the Supreme. So the yoga, physical yoga which they teach in the in the studios, it's just connecting our body, physical postures. It is useful on a temporary terms, but this book helps us to connect our despair. When we are feeling frustrated, you can connect that to the divine. You can connect your duty, you can connect your love, everything can be connected. So it's much more complete than any other yoga and meditation process. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I just wanted to add that when I was distributing, many people asked this.
Yes.
So I say this is not just yoga, this is not just about the asanas. What people actually think about yoga is not actually yoga, and it is more deep than this. And then when we show the index, there is Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, like that. So this is a mother book of yoga. And like that we can say. And also I ask, if you are just physically all right, that doesn't make you. So we are not just physical, we have mental and intellectual platforms. So this book, the yoga that this teaches, helps you harmonize the different levels of existence.
I love that. I love that word, harmonize.
Mother of yoga.
Mother of yoga. It's beautiful.
Book of yoga.
Mother book of yoga. Harmonize body, mind, and spirit. Thank you so much, Mataji. Anybody else has any questions? Yes.
Go ahead. I mean, is there any other word, like instead of telling yoga and meditation, Prabhu, like if you give Indians, right, they know it's not a yoga book. First thing yoga comes
Indians for the previous script. This is for Westerners.
Oh, this is for Westerners.
This is for Western
For
audience.
Westerners, it's like cheating, right, Prabhuji? Why we are saying yoga? Instead of we can say spiritual or something. Right?
Yeah, you can use that. We have our sign which says spiritual books.
Yeah.
You can use that. But it's a way to connect, and many people are looking for this kind of yoga. We might not know, but many Westerners are looking for more complete form of yoga. They already do the yogic postures. They want more connection with the divine. You can always mention about spiritual books. Yeah, that's
So it is not cheating. How is it?
How is
cheating?
cheating? It is not cheating.
Yeah, it's not cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them, like yoga means it's yoga.
No, that is why we had to connect.
Because they don't
Bhakti
know.
yoga.
Technically, we are correct.
No. Actually, also
First
correct.
impression, yoga means physical postures.
Yeah.
No, give me 1 minute. There is 6th chapter, that is Atma Samyana Yoga. What is that mean? It talks about only yoga.
Yeah,
6th
yeah.
chapter is completely for yoga.
Jnana yoga. Full of.
Yeah, I'm totally agree, Prabhu. Technically, it's yoga. We know what yoga is. But for Westerners, yoga means physical postures.
From their point of view.
From their point of view.
From their point
Yeah,
of view.
that makes sense.
Meditation means pranayama, Prabhu. That's what they
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
one thing, I went to Bikram Yoga,
Mhm.
that is foreigners people.
Mhm.
All of them only foreigners, but they take all the scripture from Bhagavad Gita only. And that I see, I noticed. Because I noticed personally.
So it's our job to bridge that gap.
Yeah, and
Not only,
we are not stopping the conversation there. We are going ahead. We are showing them the picture. We are telling them inside what's the contents. Yeah.
So one question, just continuation to that one. I mean, for Westerners, it's okay. They are like a blank page. They can accept whatever we talk about. Someone who already read Bhagavad Gita in different versions.
Mm-hmm.
And if they say that, okay, this translation not looks like as it is, and it is conveying something else, like for example some different sampradayas.
Yeah, especially
Let him complete. Yeah, please complete your question.
So we encounter not only Westerners, I mean many Indians who already read Bhagavad Gita in different versions by different authorities, and if they talk about like saying, okay, the translation doesn't seems to be as it is, but it's interpreted in a different way, then how do we respond to them, and what should be our action in that sense?
If I understand you right, many of the translations Prabhupada translates Karma Yoga as Bhakti Yoga. He's directly, because Prabhupada wants to bring everybody to Bhakti Yoga ultimately. He doesn't want people to wait until the 12th chapter. He wants to give them Bhakti Yoga in the beginning itself. So how do we answer to those people that this doesn't seem as it is? Is that the right question? So Prabhupada is doing it clearly. He's giving word to word. At the same time, he's giving the translation. So it's people know this when they are reading it. And if they want to discuss more, it is better to invite them to a program. Because when we are distributing books, may not be a good time for a discussion. I recommend people to spend not more than 5 to 7 minutes with a person. Because when they read Bhagavad Gita entirely, they will understand what is Prabhupada's purpose. He's not trying to cheat them. He's telling them from the beginning that what is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Man mana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame veshyasi yukta mahatmanam mad parayana. So Krishna is concluding. Bhagavad Gita is, I heard this from Chaitanya Prabhu, Bhagavad Gita is all inclusive, but it is not inconclusive. Yes, it has all kinds of yogas, but there is a conclusion. It's all inclusive, but it's not inconclusive. This conclusion is Bhakti Yoga. What is 1866? Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shucha. So Krishna, who is the speaker, he is giving a conclusion to Bhagavad Gita. So that's what Prabhupada is bringing from the beginning. So if people get the time to read it with a sober mind, they will appreciate it. They will appreciate. So we can finish the conversation, and if they have more questions, we can invite them to programs. I think there it is better to discuss this, Prabhu, at length. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we can do exercise. So everybody has this. Yeah. Yes,
Prabhu, you are selling how to sell.
Yeah.
It should be how to distribute, right?
Can I get one? Yes.
You said right in the
Yeah.
presentation. Not
No.
finger pointing, Prabhu. Just
No,
cross-checking.
we are going to sell a Bhagavad Gita. Selling means there's an exchange.
Yeah.
There's an exchange, and we want them to give some donation. So we are not just giving them out unless they give some value to it, because people might not appreciate it if we just give them the Bhagavad Gita. So even if they give their quality time, we still let them take it. Most of the people will give a penny, $1, something they can always give. But if a person doesn't really have anything and he's really sincere, we can let them take it. Otherwise, it's not a good idea to give a Bhagavad Gita, because they won't appreciate it. If they get something for free, they won't appreciate it. So we are doing a sale. But when we are presenting this, we are showing it. We are not giving it away. We are showing it. If we give it away, we give it to those people who will appreciate it. Otherwise, they won't be able to understand Bhagavad Gita. And we have smaller books, Perfection of Yoga, Chant and Be Happy. We can leave them with a good impression because they gave their time. We can offer them as a gift, but not the Bhagavad Gita. That's my understanding, Prabhu.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Makes sense. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So this is an exercise. So you don't have to think about how to perform. It's just an exercise. You can divide yourself in pairs and just go over it. Have a copy of Bhagavad Gita. If we can have some Bhagavad Gitas here, or we can utilize other books, Prabhupada books. Prabhu, can we get Bhagavad Gitas? Yeah, that will be nice if everybody has a copy of Bhagavad Gita. So don't worry about how you do it, how you perform. Just yeah.
I got it. I got only few copies.
So we can go over this again. Anybody wants to start? First is use radar. So what does it mean? Hi. Yeah, so second is qualify. How do you qualify a person?
Look, please, very good.
Yeah, it means you give them a compliment or you ask them a question, which is not yes or no.
Yes.
Which is not it's a question which they have to answer. Where are you from? You look peaceful. What's your secret? It's a compliment. So we need to give them a reason why we are handing them the book, why we are talking to. So that's the qualify. So you can give a compliment or ask them a question. Is that okay? So second is qualify. Third is everybody can see this. It will be nice because you are going to follow this even on book distribution while we are outside. People will appreciate. Even if you are using this while doing book distribution, don't feel bad. Actually, they will help you. I have seen they will help you actually. Okay, you are trying to follow a script. Okay, I'm here. Yes, keep going, keep going. They will help you. Just try to do it, because we are instruments of Krishna. We are not the doers. And when you become good at it by repeating, then you can develop your own script. It's not that you have to use this always. This is something to get started, like a template. Then when you speak more, when you talk to more people, you can develop your own script. This is some suggested script, how it works. So trust the hand. Many times we actually keep the book with us. We don't even give it, because we don't know we are whether the person will take it or he will just run away with the book. So we should trust the hand. While we are telling that these are books on yoga and meditation, it shows you how to get free from stress, give them the book. And the hand will come out automatically. Even if they don't want to take the book, the hand will come out. You will see that. So trust the hand. What is the next one?
Show and tell.
Presentation.
So anybody? Yeah. What does that mean? So
where are you in this picture?
Yes, if you can follow that. Yeah, where are you in this picture? Or this is.
And then the authenticity of the book, endorsed by.
No, that's show and tell.
Okay.
So.
Actual presentation is yoga and meditation. This book's on yoga and
meditation. Yeah, while we are handing them the book, what do we speak at that time?
Okay.
That's the given nutshell presentation. And then we ask them a question, what's your secret? So that they know that we are not there to give them a Bhagavatam class. The one reason why people don't want to stop, while they are being called for, they think, okay, now this person is going to tell me why I am messed up in my life. And he's going to give me a better way to live my life. That's why people don't want to talk to salesmen. But here we are asking them, you look spiritual, you tell me what's your secret. That's why we are asking. Now they can open up. You will be amazed that nobody gives compliments these days. Actually, people feel so lonely. If you just give them a compliment, it will make their day, whether they take a book or not. So when we ask them, they open up and they feel so happy. Many times actually people start sharing their whole stories. I see that on book distribution all the time. And they feel so happy that we ask this question. And then we take the book and we show and tell. So what do we do next? We show the names of the authors from the back cover of the book. And then we go to the changing bodies. Where are you in all this? And then humor, and then donation. So everybody's ready. You can make pairs.
8 is a mantra, right, Prabhu?
8, I think 7 steps itself. 8 is mantra. Yeah, we don't have the mantra and the contact. We should teach them the mantra and take their contact.
I think 8 is immersed in the color.
Oh yeah, teach the Mahamantra. Yeah, that's there on the yellow side. Thank you for catching that, Prabhu. Our prime directive. What is our prime directive?
Live with a good impression.
Give everyone with a good impression, whether they take a book or don't take a book, whether they give a donation or not, leave everyone with a good impression. Okay, so let's divide up in pairs and we try it for a few minutes. Okay, we can do it for 5 minutes. So first you can become the seller, he can become the buyer, and then you can exchange it. So both of you get the practice. And please help each other, Don't try to make it hard for the other person.
When you make it harder, it will be good exercise for them.
Yeah. What goes around comes around.
They'll make it hard for you.
Okay. Okay, who is with me? Maybe I will go with Sevanand Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
One thing, bro, we are mostly doing is PPS.
Yeah.
I do not see how to do.
Yeah, this is just practice. We should go out for fun.
I said, right?
Just go out to make friends. Yes. We are not there to do big.
Oh.
Okay.
Demo is over.
Demo is already done. Demo is already done. So now we can try it.
Don't worry, move.
Let's start.
Somebody has to keep the time.
Hi.
We're at time for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
I present to you.
Cheers.
Wonderful place.